12 out of 10 nachos.
The first thing you need to do is get all your vegetables out, and then you're gonna have a red onion. And if you can, try to get a very sharp knife and then try to sharpen it, because yeah, you can see. I didn't sharpen this one because Dre doesn't have a knife sharpener. Sorry.
Perfect chopping technique.
So you don't cut your fingers. This is actually the preferred method in where nachos originated. Open these cans. You need a very good can opener, and I'm not a fan of this one just because like I don't understand what is that. I like normal can openers. So you're supposed to get pinto beans, except I couldn't find pinto beans in the store, so I got black beans. I don't know if there's a difference. I don't know what pinto beans are. You need to wash them out, preferably with warm water. Cilantro, also known as coriander, and it took me a very long time in the Superstore Metro place to figure out that coriander was actually cilantro. So you just pick up the leaves and then sprinkle them. You don't even have to cut them that well, like Christmas colors. Next we have our tomato, and it only asks, the recipe only asks for 1 large tomato, so I got 2. And I'm not sure how you're supposed to cut it. Apparently you're supposed to like scoop out the insides, but I like the gooey seeds, so I'm not going to do that. I don't think we put these in the oven with the nachos though, because I feel like cooked tomatoes on nachos taste kind of weird, so we'll put these on a different bowl. The next one is going to be garlic. So depending on how much garlic you like, you can add however many clove things as you want. I'm just gonna do 2, maybe 3. I heard of somewhere if you go like this, you can break it. Yes, it is true. The next thing you do is you take a red bell pepper and then you just cut it up into little shapes. And you're trying not to get the seeds or this white thing. Food. There's a very special way to cut this so you don't burn your fingers, but I don't know how. I don't know. I think you're not supposed to touch it.
But you are touching it.
So as long as you don't have any cuts on your fingers, you should be fine. And then you just kind of scoop out all the seeds. And then you're just supposed to like dice it. The trick is you don't lift your knife off the cutting board, you just... Don't. The next, and probably one of the most important steps, is to find yourself a very deep dish so that you can layer your nachos properly. Because if you don't layer nachos, they're not really nachos. So you can scoop them out with your hand, and I like doing this better just because you get the perfect amount of chips on the plate. You would also layer it with meat, except I didn't buy any. So just, I don't know, add them onto there, like that. Then you can add some of your fixings, just like a nice little handful. You should add some Greek yogurt plain, because it's a healthy version of sour cream.
You're gonna add that before you cook them?
Yes. Take your knife. And if you just splat it on, sometimes it just makes it look very nice, and it evenly coats the chips. You don't want to add too much because sometimes they get soggy. So just enough so that you'll be able to taste it. You need to add some cheese. And if you can't open, you need to ask a friend. That's why you need to have a mim in the kitchen. Okay, so once you have your bag of cheese opened, or you can grate your own, You just sprinkle it, and don't be too stingy with the cheese because everybody hates cheeseless nachos. Mickey Flynn's. And then you just kind of make like layer after layer until it's full.
I think that's a bit cheap on the cheese.
One of the last steps is for your top layer, you want to add as much cheese as you possibly can just to cover everything. Be careful not to touch your hand with the hot stuff. And now you wait. So this is the final product. And then you need to add your garnishes. This may look like a lot of cilantro, but if you like it as much as I do, it's not. Splash of sour cream. Make it look very artsy. And this is the nachos. Enjoy.